Well, welcome to the New Mexico Bureau of Geology. We are New Mexico's state geologic survey. And in this building, it's filled with geoscientists that work on various earth science disciplines. So we have volcanologists, we have hydrogeologists, we have mineralogists, and that's just to name a few. And what you can see here is the Mineral Museum, and behind you is the publication store. We represent a small portion of the outreach that the New Mexico Bureau of Geology does to help educate the people of New Mexico about minerals, geology, all kinds of earth science subjects. So, we'll take you into the Mineral Museum. Come on in. We're open 7 days a week, and admission is free. So we have in here, in the museum, over 5,000 pieces on display. And we care for a number of different collections. We have minerals, we have fossils, we have gemstones, we have meteorites, and we have mining artifacts. And you can see pieces from all of these collections scattered around, mostly minerals, because that's what we're named, as the Mineral Museum. But you can see little pieces of these here and there from all of the different collections that we take care of. So you might be wondering, what is a mineral? So a mineral can be defined by 5 things. They're solid, inorganic, naturally occurring, and they have a definite chemical formula and crystal structure. Basically, you can think of minerals as the building blocks of rocks. So if you're walking around and you find a cool rock on the ground, if you look at it, it's probably made up of more than one type of mineral. Okay? At present, there's about 4,000 or over 4,000 mineral species that have been identified. But of that 4,000, only a small portion make up the vast majority of rocks. And these are called rock-forming minerals. So I'll show you some examples of common rock-forming minerals, of which you might be familiar with. One type is quartz. Okay, and you can see quartz comes in many colors. Here's your rose quartz, and here's your amethyst. Another, the most common rock-forming mineral and the most abundant on Earth is feldspar. And so you can see we have a couple of feldspar crystals here. Sometimes it comes in this very bluish-green variety, and it's called Amazonite. So here you go. Your most common mineral on Earth is right here, most abundant. And then another one that everybody is probably familiar with and everybody loves is calcite. And so here are some nice crystals of calcite. When you break calcite, it generally forms these rhomb shapes. So that's a really good clue that maybe you found calcite. Okay? So New Mexico is famous for a handful of minerals in particular, and I'm going to show you what those are. So first, we can talk about fluorite. And here's a really nice piece up here. It comes in a variety of colors. It's calcium fluoride. That's the chemical formula, CaF2. Really beautiful colors, usually cubic to octahedral in shape. And if you think about, minerals, we use these every day, a lot of minerals. And so fluorite is actually used as an abrasive in your toothpaste. So if you brushed your teeth this morning, which I hope you did, you have used fluorite. So that's one famous New Mexico mineral. And you can see here's some green octahedrons up here. Another famous mineral from New Mexico is Smithsonite. And it is a zinc carbonate. And you can see this kind of bubbly, brain-looking giant piece right there. It's famous in this blue-green color from the Kelly mine, which is about 30-45 minutes to the west of Socorro here in Magdalena. It is an ore of zinc. Zinc is important for you to grow. It's important for your metabolism. It's good to take if you're feeling sick. So it's put in a lot of your vitamins, and it's put in a lot of food products. If you look, there's zinc in your food products. So you can thank Smithsonite for keeping you healthy. Another thing that zinc is used for commonly is to be in metal alloys. Makes them stronger. So there's a lot of industrial uses for zinc. So Smithsonite is a common zinc ore. And then finally, halite. So you can see this big ice cube that we have that is blue in color. New Mexico is famous for its blue halite. And you might be wondering what halite is. It is sodium chloride or table salt, okay? So if you took a hammer to this giant cube here, which we don't want to do, and you hammered it down, it would produce tiny little cubes. And you eat salt, you drink salt. It's very important for you to live. And so New Mexico has quite a bit of salt coming from kind of the southeast corner of the state. Okay? So there's some important minerals and famous New Mexico is famous for these minerals. But you can see there are many different types of minerals that you can find in the state, which is highlighted in these cases. The last stop I'll take you on is turquoise display. Turquoise is the state gemstone. Everybody loves turquoise. It's a copper aluminum phosphate. And I'll show you a nice display that's relatively new in this tabletop. And you can see that turquoise is great as a gemstone. It's cut into cabochons. It comes in light blue to green colors. It's just a fabulous ornamental stone or mineral. So there you go. There's your state gemstone. All right. Well, thank you for visiting the Mineral Museum, and I hope that you can come in person to learn more about New Mexico's minerals as well as minerals from all over the world.